Namaskar everyone and welcome to yet another session of Conversations with the Master. It's my proud privilege and a great pleasure to always be in conversation with my spiritual master, Poojya Sakshi Shree. It is so nice that he takes time off his extremely busy schedule to share nuggets of wisdom with all of us, and I'm sure these conversations enhance all our knowledge on various aspects of life immensely. Today we will be talking about something which perhaps affects everyone in an equal manner, be they more so the young people. We're talking of the young minds movement also, something that affects a lot of youngsters, but this is a topic which probably cuts across age, time spans, geographies, conditions of life, and I'm talking about something so intrinsic and important in our lives, which is relationships. And there too we are talking more of relationships of the heart, relationships of love. Of course, relationships are with everybody, our parents, our friends, our children, our neighbors, our other relatives and all of that. But here today in this conversation, we'll talk largely about what can be termed as romantic relationships and how they affect our lives, and what is the answer of spirituality to the problems that one may face on this count. So without much ado, I heartily welcome Poojya Sakshi Shree to this conversation, and thank you as always, Guruji, for sparing your time for us.
Namaskar.
So, Guruji, my first question would be, there's that saying in Hindi that शादी का लड्डू जो खाए वो भी पछता है, जो ना खाए वो भी पछता है. So,
Yes.
so are relationships that kind of a necessary evil which one suffers, but if you don't suffer, then there is a feeling of void and unfulfillment.
Very true. Relationships are very significant dimension of life, and it is because of relationships that humanity has been able to survive and to grow and to evolve to such higher dimensions. But now the fundamental question is, as you said, in relationships largely people suffer. That has been the experience of life on this planet. People are suffering just because of relationships, and people are suffering just because they don't have relationships. So people are suffering because they are poor. People are suffering because they have become very rich, and richness has become a big problem for them because they want to grow richer and richer than many others. So wherever you are in problem. Wheresoever you are in trouble. Wheresoever you are suffering. Wherever people are in relationships, either with husband and wife, or lover and beloved, or brother and sister, or father and son, everybody is suffering. If you have children, you are suffering. If you don't have children, you are suffering because you don't have children. So what is the fundamental cause of all this suffering? Simply because you do not know the right way as to how to relate. If you can understand the fundamental truth about relationship, then a relationship can prove a benediction for you, and it can redeem you from all other troubles and turmoils of life. It can prove to be a big asset. As against it, today it is only a problem. And as you said, how to make it worth relating, how to make it worth living, and how to make joy out of all this suffering from relationships. That is the fundamental question. As you said, specifically in relationship, in romantic relationships, First of all, I would like to tell you that the fundamental basis of all relationship is love. And it is because of love that the need for relationships or need for relating arises. Then what is love in fact? Vikram, how will you like to define love?
Love, I think, Guruji, is something that is the fundamental essence of living itself. Once we stop loving, we are as good as dead.
And what is it that you call loving? What is it that you call love? What is this instinct?
It is a sense of fondness for another.
It is, yes, that is true. It is, in fact, every individual has got an intrinsic urge of oneness with someone. And love is nothing except an intrinsic urge for oneness with someone. With someone you feel like to be closer and closer to the extent that you become just the same. That is how I would like to explain love. And I would like to understand this phenomena right from early childhood. In early childhood, boys and girls are playing together, enjoying their play, enjoying their games, and enjoying every moment together, and then they go back to their homes. Up to say 12, 13, 14 years, everything goes well. But after 13, 14 years, boy becomes very significant for a girl and the girl becomes many times more significant for a boy. Why is it so? Just because there is some change in the inner chemistry of the boy and the girl. Out of that change in inner chemistry, out of that hormonal transformation, hormonal change, there is an intrinsic rush of the boy towards the girl and the girl rushing towards the boy. So this is nothing except the hormonal change which was missing 14 years back. And now it has come up. It is making all the change. Now the boy is running after the girl, girls are running after the boys are running after the girls. It is just because of that chemical hormonal change which has occurred, and boys and girls term it as if they are in deep love, they are in intense love. What they call truly love is nothing but the play of hormones. I think if hormones could laugh, they would be laughing that these idiots, they are taking our game, they are taking our play as something like deep love or intense love. And that is that chemical change which is destroying the lives of boys and girls, destroying the lives of males and females, and all through the life people are suffering this hormonal urge. That is why I want to tell you, I have to convey to the whole lot of young minds that this phenomena cannot be termed as love. It is something which is a byproduct of the chemical transformation, and it is common to all the animals, birds, insects on this planet. And this is simply a tool of the nature to continue this creation for eternity. And out of this, the need for the sex, which is the fundamental intrinsic requirement created by the nature, people are having an attraction, male for the female and female for the male. Love is something deeper. And what is it? That we will come a little later. But at this stage, I would like to tell you only this much, that this should not be confused for love, because this is something which has been used in humanity for serving all different kind of purposes. In the name of love, wars have been fought. In the name of love, all the cruelty is prevailing in the societies. In the name of love, all mischief is being created. In the name of love,
Films are being made.
films are being made, a number of industries are
Running.
are thriving, and likewise it is in the name of love that you are doing prayers, you are worshipping. Somebody says I have fallen in love with Krishna, somebody says fallen in love with Jesus. So everybody has his own interpretation, has his own history, has his own psychology, has his own understanding of love. And no doubt a very clear understanding of this phenomena of love is required. And I am very happy that you raised this question, which we will certainly like to look into all its dimensions.
Do you think our spiritual texts also, scriptures, talk about this and the futility of that? This whole episode where Parvati is trying to attract Shiva, who is lost in Samadhi, through the help of Cupid, Manmath, who has his arrows which he hits at Lord Shiva, and then Shiva opens his third eye and burns him off. And it is only after that phase that the true love between Goddess Parvati and Lord Shiva emerges. So do our scriptures, do our spiritual texts actually give a hint of exactly what you just said? But that initial Manmath ke baan also are important for the process to start, isn't it?